Hello Salesforce lovers. I welcome you to SFDC Gym YouTube channel. This series is for Aura components. So if you are a Salesforce admin or a Salesforce developer who want to learn Aura components, so this series is going to help you. In this series, we will discuss all those Aura related components. Okay, let's talk about today's agenda. So today we're gonna discuss about the basics of Lightning, like what is Lightning, why Salesforce need Lightning, and what are the Lightning pillars. And after the end of that, we will show a demo, and then we will discuss about the interview questions. Okay, so bear with us. All right, so that's the first slide. Let's talk about why Salesforce introduced Lightning. When everything is going with the classic, then why they introduce Lightning? So for example, let's create a scenario where you were asked to create application that can be accessed from mobile, tablet and desktop. Okay, all three devices you need to create an application. Now at that point you need to take care the CSS part, you need to take care how the components gonna look like. Okay, but what if I tell you all those things will automatically take care by Salesforce? Sounds cool, right? So that is the major advantage that Lightning is offering. If you want to view your application or page in a different screens, you can do that. You don't need to take care about those extra CSS things. So that is already inbuilt. So that's the first cut. Second is the less coding. Now in classic, apart from those native list view and detail view pages, if someone asks you to create something different, you have only options to go with the Visualforce customization, right? But here we have some not much, but yeah, some tools where we can simply drag drop stuffs and make an application without any coding. We will discuss those things. The third important aspect is the security. Previously Lightning previously your classic environment, they are not very secure, but Lightning implemented the ECMAScript 5, so it is more secure. And we will talk about the ECMAScript and all those things in detail when we reach to that end, but as of now you can consider it is very secure platform. Okay, now it's not like Lightning has everything advantages. There's no advantage in classic view. The major advantage that classic view has is the fast load. For example, if I open a page, for example, if I open account list view in classic and account list view in Lightning, you can compare that. You can easily see that account list view in classic is loading faster than your Lightning. Okay, simply it is less complex as well, because we only need to take care about the desktop view, we don't need to think about others. So that's why it reduces the complexity. I hope this time the difference is clear. Okay, let's move further. Now what exactly Lightning is? Before we discuss these elements, let's talk about the Lightning itself. We have, I hope you hear this word Lightning, but you don't have much idea. So see, if I be more generic, see, the Lightning is nothing but a framework that used to build mobile and desktop applications on Salesforce. That is the generic definition that you can use. So if you want to build something that is mobile friendly and a desktop application, then you can use it in the Lightning. Now you may ask, we can do these things in Visualforce as well, then what's the difference? So see, in Visualforce pages we can do that, but we need to take care about most other things, right? We need to take care about JavaScript, we need to take care about CSS, we need to take about the theme. But here those three things are automatically handled by Salesforce. So that's why the Lightning is there. It was introduced on 2014. Okay, and before 2014 Salesforce introduced this for mobile devices only. After then they have enrolled this for the desktop views as well, and based on the user feedback they improved their product, and now they also launched LWC. We will talk about LWC after this module, but yeah, as of now you can consider it is launched in 2014. Okay, so see, this is about the theory part. Now let's move toward the demo side. Before it, let's discuss all those three pillars. So Lightning has these three pillars: Lightning experience, Lightning design systems, and frameworks. Okay, these three pillars means these are the three role that you will play in Lightning. Okay, so if I be more specific, this Lightning experience is something where Salesforce administrator works, like your setup page, your handling the layouts, profile pages, user pages. So all those things comes under lightning experience. We will discuss this in a while, just bear with me. But overall, I can say this is for the administrators. Now design systems, as the name says, design, that means it is for the designers and UX as well. Design means how your page gonna look like, what will be the design, where you want to put this button, or how that button is gonna look like. Okay, so those kind of customization you need to do, then you need to go for lightning design systems. This is basically for the UX and designers. The last element is the lightning framework, which where the developers work. That means if you want to make a customizable app with the help of coding, then you need to go for the framework. So those three are the basic pillars of your lightning experience. All right, so let's talk about the first one, lightning experience. So we will, in the lighting experience, I will show you what it is, and then we will talk about how we can switch between them. Once we enable it, how your home page, opportunity, contact, account, and all those objects gonna look like. We will also discuss couple of custom objects, and then one interesting concept called console app and the power of AI. Okay, let's quickly jump to the Salesforce. As you can see, this is our classic Salesforce. Okay, this is it's gonna look, and there is a button which is a switch to lighting experience. Previously this button was somewhere here, but now they have implemented here as well. I think they want to promote it, so let's quickly click here. Okay, so now you can see the entire interface is changed, and now it is more responsive, you can say more eye-catching, and where the tabs are there, if you want to switch apps, the icon are there. I will not go into that. Let's quickly see one record account. So like I was saying, your lightning experience is for the administrators. That means if you are a Salesforce admin, you need to work on lightning experience most of the time. Okay, let's quickly go back. So here, if you notice, we have this is the list view. We have a recent views. You can also switch between the different layouts. Now you can see, apart from those icons, we have something here, right? We will discuss about this. Now let me first show you how the detail page is gonna look like. You can see how the UI is there, right? It is very clean. You can easily see those details here, right? So this is the advantage of switching into the lightning environment. And for that, for you, imagine if I asked you to do this thing in a Visualforce page, it will take so much time. Also you need to take care about, like I said, different screens, but here it is free. You just need to click on one button and it will go to that page. I will discuss about what are the risks if you want to switch to lightning platform. We will discuss that part today in the last module. Okay, now those tabs like detail page and everything is looking good, correct? Now let's quickly go back. Let's open the opportunity. I will show you. So we have discussed just a minute. Yeah, we have discussed about how we can switch between classic to lightning. We have discussed how the opportunity and the account and all list views gonna look like. Now we are going to discuss how homepage and the list views are looking. Okay, we will also see if there is any custom object or we will look into it. Now let's quickly go to the home page. So here you can see there are events, there are tasks, there are recent record, there's a key deals, there's also a performance things. This is a new org, so there's no data, but if you can, for those, you need to if you want to use those graph, you need to go to the reports. If I talk about the classic view, but here it is there in the main page, which is the home page. We have also something here as well, right? So this way you can control the home page. Now quickly go to the opportunity. I will show you a list of opportunity. Now let's talk about those couple of buttons. Those are actually very useful and the game changer if you switch to the classic to if you switch to classic to lightning. Now there's a Kanban. Let me quickly click here. So see, your all the opportunities that you have created, you can see a summarized report here, like what are the status, based on the status of your opportunity you can see your data. Isn't it that really cool, right? You can easily identify everything here. Apart from Canon view, there is a split view as well. So see, this split view is nothing but the list view and the detail section. If you click on any opportunity, your detail view will look here, right? If you if you want to select other one, you can simply click other, it will look here. So how they guys manage this thing, right? Everything is there in a less space, more information in less space, you can say. You can also switch back to your tablet, and let me again back to the split view. This split view is a kind of console thing. We will discuss about console apps when we reach to that point, but yeah, you can see there is a list view. You can see when you click on it, the detail page will open. If you click here, it will open the other detail page. There is a detail section, there's a chatter section, so all those customization are there, right? Let's quickly go back. Apart from that, we have chart options as well. We can see the different charts, like how many opportunities you have closed. Based on that, you can do it, right? You can also change the view. Okay. All right. So see, it is easy. You can also add some filters on it if you want to sort your data accordingly. So you can do that. So it is very handy, first of all, and it doesn't require any coding if you want to switch. But now let me clear you. If your production or any other environment which is still using the classic view and you want to switch it, before you do it in your main environments, first do it in your developer environment and verify that it is not breaking anything. Okay. In general, Salesforce says you can use the Lightning experience without enabling the domain. We will discuss about domain, but I'm just highlighting this point here. But if you want to do some customization, you want to create your Lightning components, Aura components, your LWC components. For that, you need to enable the domain. Okay, we will discuss those things, but yeah, keep in mind that it is not like that you just simply click on the switch to Lightning button and you're good to go and you can simply install that in your production. No, it's not that easy. You need to first do the proper testing. You also need to handle your Visualforce pages. Okay, we will discuss this thing in depth, don't worry. I'm just highlighting those points. All right, let's go back. Yeah, so this is about the Lightning experience. We have demonstrated like how you can switch between Lightning to Classic and Classic to Lightning. Like if I go back, we quickly go back to Salesforce. If I want to go back to Classic, I just need to click this button, switch to Classic. Okay. In profile, there is a permission which if you check, your users will force to move to Lightning and they will not able to get back. Okay, so there is a setting for in profile. We will discuss this when we reach to that point, but as of now, you can see if you click back, it will go to the Lightning part. There's one more thing that is mentioned, which is the power of UI. Now what is that? Basically, the power of UI means, what if Salesforce says that out of 500 leads, those 50 leads are very important and they have more chance to get converted into, right? So what if something is there in the Salesforce is already there, this thing which is called Salesforce Einstein. It helps you to highlight your main areas, you can say. For example, like I said, there are 500 leads generated, and out of 500 there are 50 that are more important, that have chance to get business. So you first need to focus on those 50, right? So they will, you can do this with the help of like Salesforce Einstein. It will analyze this, it will use the power of AI. It will analyze the data and show you the confidence level, like how much confident that particular lead is to get converted. Okay, we also have this thing in the opportunity. We will discuss this when we go to that part. All right, now this is the basic introduction of Lightning experience. On the further sessions, we will discuss in depth. All right. The next topic is Lightning design systems. Like I said, this first one is for the admin. The second one is for the designers. So how designers works in the classic environment? Before, let me tell you how they work basically. Before you create a Visualforce pages, your designer need to create something on a scratch, right? They need to build something on Adobe or maybe in the maybe a slide or somewhere, and they give this to the developers by saying, okay, the functionality, the UI, that part you are building, it should be look like that, right? So similarly, we have dedicated components for in Lightning design system for UX and designers as well. Let's quickly look into it. So see, there are four tabs that you're seeing. First is the component blueprint, tokens, design guidelines, and the tools. Okay, let's first talk about those left two part, which is the components and the tokens. So see, before you this is for the, okay, these two tabs are for the designers and these two are for the UX persons. So if you are a designer, then pay attention on those two concepts. For in fact developers as well, you can, in most of the time the developers do the designing part, right? So you, what if I tell you, you don't need to build that from the HTML part, there is already written. What I mean by, let me quickly show you. There is a website which is called Lightning Design System. Bear with me, I will tell you what I'm talking about. Let's say the requirement is, let's quickly go back to the opportunity detail page. Okay, you can see there are three buttons. What if I tell you to add one more button, right? Then you probably need to use something in the HTML part so that the button get visible, right? But in Salesforce there is already a the UI part, like how the button is look like, is already there. For that purpose, for example, if you want to build something from scratch and you don't know how the design and how the look and feel will gonna look like, you need to go to Lightning design systems and you need to search here for buttons. Okay, it will show you a button part. Just click here. See, the first thing it is, you can see it is showing some type of button that you want to use. You can change the styling, it's not an issue, but just for the basic purpose, you can see this is also a button, this is also a button, this is also a button, and those other things are also a button. So based on your need, for example, I want to create button similar to that, right? So for that I need to use this one. Okay, so I just need to use the second one. So I just need to copy this line and use it in our Lightning component. We will discuss that part, but yeah, as of now you can consider that those designing, we don't need to create this CSS or HTML for them. We just need to use the button tag and call this class. Salesforce will automatically take care about the design. All right, so for designers, if you want to build something, okay, don't start using those HTML and CSS part. First at least check those components in the Lightning design system. Other things, let me tell you, if apart from button, what if I want to show a alert message. Okay, in alert message, we have in Visualforce pages, if we want to show alert message, we need to write everything from scratch, right? But here it is not like that. Your alert message, like if you want to show alert message like that, there is a code. Okay, this, the icon is SVG. This we will discuss about it, like we for icons we actually not using the SVG, but yeah, for the designing part, this is gonna look like. We don't need to take care about the backend CSS part. I hope this is clear. Okay, all right. So designers, if you want to create something, okay, just check the Lightning design system. This is the website, and you will for example, if you want to add buttons, just find button and use those HTML and CSS part, like the forms, buttons, headers, tables, icons, all those things you can use. Next element for designers are the tokens. Now what are the tokens? Let me quickly show you. Let's quickly go back to the website. Here those are the tokens. See, In generally, if I talk about Salesforce, the branding of the Salesforce is this blue color. That's why you are seeing everything in blue. Your button is in blue, your blue and white. This button is having the white background and blue in written. So but it's not the case for your customers as well, right? There may be your customers brand color is yellow. In that case, you need to build your entire components in yellow. For example, you need to change this color to yellow. For them, I mean, based on your customers branding, you need to pick the theme, right? So for those level of customization, you can do through tokens. Now you may tell me I can directly do this part in the CSS by, directly. If I want to change the color, I can, just a second. Yeah, if I want to change the color, I can directly do in CSS easily, right? But see, you can do that, but for example, if this is an application and I have changed one color in for one button, it doesn't work, right? I need to change it to all places, correct? So for those, optimized way is to use the tokens. We will discuss these tokens when we write the code, but yeah, as of now, you can imagine, for all the CSS work which is having a brand in mind. For example, brand Pepsi. If you want to build something for Pepsi, you need to do everything according to their design, right? So for those level of customization, you can do in tokens. Don't worry if you're not getting this point. We will discuss this when we reach to that end. Okay. Now, next is the design guidelines. All right. Like I was saying, if you want to build a page, you should at least, now this is for the UX first of all. So UX, what UX guys does basically, when they need to build a page, they need to first draw a raw image of it, right? So that raw image, you can use this design guidelines in Lightning Design Systems. You can use what are the guidelines that Salesforce is saying, so that it meet the requirement, right? It's not like that. Why I'm saying this, for example, it's not like that you will completely change the UI. For if you want to change it, you need to use the UI with Salesforce native stuffs, right? So for that, you need to make sure whatever changes that you are doing is matching with the Salesforce native pages as well. So for that, there are particular guidelines that you can follow in the Lightning Design System. Apart from that, there's a tools as well. You can use those tools to make those designs. In most of the time, developer doesn't work on the scratch stuffs. So this is very specific for the UX. So if you're a developer and if you're not sure what is the UX part, then yeah, it's okay. Okay. All right. Now the third pillar, which is the Lightning framework. This is for the developers, and we will discuss uh, more on that part. Okay, because all the codings, all the customizations are done under that. We have two elements. One is the Aura and second is the LWC. We will discuss why Salesforce introduced LWC. Okay. Initially, you can imagine there are two frameworks in Lightning. One is the Aura framework, second is the LWC framework. Got it? In this particular series is for Aura. After that, I will try to create another series for LWC as well. Okay, those there are some highlight points what Aura use and what LWC use. If you don't aware of them, it's okay. It's an introductory session, so I keep this thing here. Okay, we will discuss them in depth as well. Okay, now let's quickly check the demo. Hmm. All right, so see, now in the demo part, I will show you how you can customize your account detail page without doing the coding. Okay, when you open this account detail page and you click on this icon, you will see there's an option to edit the page. Just click on it. It will open a app builder, which is called app builder. Okay, it's, you can see the interface are a little bit laggy. Like I tell you, the Lightning is a bit slow. Why? Because it, before it load the page, it it load so many different things in mind. right? Let it load first. So see, now we haven't used any coding yet, right? But still we have option to customize the detail page. It's not just detail, we have power to customize other pages as well. But I'm for this demo check of point, I'm just saying you we can customize this thing as well. For example, there are 3 buttons visible. After there is a drop down, right? What if I tell you we need to view 5 buttons? So just need to do this 5. Do it, it will show you 5. Okay, the unit testing you can also do. When I change this to, for example, 6, you can see the preview mode will automatically show 6 buttons. Okay, isn't it is very cool, right? We have now let's talk about this section. There are 3 tabs we are seeing, right? Related, detail, and news. What if I want to see the detail first and then the related? It is easy, right? We can simply do that. If I go to the detail, I want to rename it, I can also do that. I want to change the definition, I can also do that. What if I add another button, I can put need to click the new, I can simply create a separate definition for chatter. Done. It will create a second that in chatter tab we can drag the, so this way we can create it, right? And so when you click on new content, you see there are changes happened on the right side. So right side, whenever you click somewhere, all the uh, available changes, tuning of that particular component you can do from the right side. For example, if I click here, I can add tabs here as well. If I click here, I can change the tab things again. And if I, for example, if I want to, I have like we have created a chatter component, a chatter tab, and I want to use this thing as well. So what if you see there are some standard component that are given, 35 standard component are given, and there are some couple of custom components as well, right? So if I drag this here, you will see chatter will work. Okay, it will load the chatter feeds and will show you. So see that level of customization we can do with the help of Lightning Experience. We haven't used any coding, we haven't used any other technology, we are just using the drag and drop tools, and we are actually able to do so many changes. I hope this video is helpful for you. Okay, so once we do it, we need to activate that. We will discuss those activation part in the further video, but as of now, this I want to conclude this video here. I have shown you what are the 3 main pillars of Lightning, which is, let me quickly show you that screen again. I have shown you what are the 3 main pillars. The Lightning Experience, Lightning Design Systems, and the Lightning Frameworks. Lightning Experience are the Salesforce admins work, where they can go to the setup, where they can change the UI like we did in the demo, where they can change the users profiling, user interfaces, all those things they can do with the help of Lightning Experience. Lightning Design System is for the UX and for the designers, where they can design any UX part. For example, they want to build a set of buttons, then they can go to the lightning designsystem.com, and they can refer the design, the CSS, and provide this thing to the developers, and the developer they can use it. Okay, and the Lightning framework, the work is for developers. They can create the components, they can create the LWC components as well in there. There are 2 parts, which is the Aura and the LWC. In the going further sessions, I will show you how you can create your first Lightning component. Okay, thanks for watching this.